All right, so let's look at what we can do with the Artspira app when we have the paid subscription here. So we're gonna start with image to embroidery. And here it gives you a chance to pull up what file you want. I'm gonna go to camera roll and I'm gonna pick from all photos. This first one is a friend of mine's logo. So let's see if we can get this to embroider. I like the size right here. This is the 4x4 square. That looks pretty good there. So I'm just gonna say import. Now here's where we get all the choices on what we can do here. This is gonna interpret it. This is gonna be an AI interpretation of this. I don't wanna do that because I want this to be exactly the logo he sent me. So I can convert right here, or I can make some changes. The first step is digitizing, which is what we want to embroider. I'm gonna make it embroider so that it looks like this picture. Cross stitch, we'll get into that later. That's not what I wanna do here though. And then here's the number of colors. It's always gonna start on 10. You can go up more, or you can go down. So let's start with 5. Sorry, screen's jumping around on me here, but let's just keep going. Let's go to 5, and then I'm gonna remove the background. If I don't remove the background, it's gonna fill this entire square. In this case, it would be white. I don't want to embroider that. I want the embroidery to stop at this circle. So I'm going to say remove background, and then I'm going to click on convert. And then I can say done. So you can see what happened here. I only had 5 colors. These antlers should be black, and this axe here should be red, and it didn't do that. So let's up the colors. So let's try it again. I'm going to click on it here, conversion, bring it back up again. Now let's bring it up to 6 and see what happens. Now let's convert again. And say done. All right, we're closer. I got the black on the antlers, but this is still brown, so we need to add another color. So let's go up again and add another color. Now I'm at 7 colors and say done. All right, I got my logo here. I got the silver for the axe heads. I have white in the background. I have my color border here. So I have all the sections that I want the machine to see differently. I have them all set up now. Now from here, I can just say next and I can save this, or we can still make some changes to the size. Let's see. So let's go ahead and just save this here. So I'm going to say next. Now on this screen, I can still make some changes. So I'm going to click on it here, and now I can change the colors. So here we go. As I click through, you can see it's highlighting the different sections like that, just so it displays better. He actually wants this a hunter green. So I'm going to change that to green and say done. Now I can see better what this is looking like. And this white on the background, he might want that silver. So let's change that to gray so I can see a little better. See how it's kind of blending in with that one? Okay, I don't like that. So let's undo that and let's change that one back to white. And when I embroider this, I can do a really white silver here, and then I could do a darker gray here and here. It just depends on how you want to do it, but I like all these sections to be different so that you can see when you're at the machine what it's going to embroider, and you can see it really clearly. So then right here we would say okay, and then I'm just going to say save right there, and then I'm going to call this axe logo like that. It's going to save. There we go, we're saved. And now we can just say done here. And now it's going to bring you to the screen where it wants to send it straight to your machine. I don't want to embroider it right now, so I'm just going to say cancel there and cancel there, and it's going to take me right back. Now when I go to my creations, now it's going to show me all my different embroidery patterns that I have saved. And there's that one there. So if I ever want to embroider it, it's right here ready to go. I can click on it and change the size, make it bigger or smaller. but it's saved right here, and I can still go in and change the colors if I want to change that green to, let's say I want to change it to a purple. I can do that here. So that's how you use the image to embroidery. So let's just say okay and cancel out of here. Now, image to embroidery can be a little fussy. So let me show you some examples of things it doesn't do very well. Here's a really cute image of a boy fisherman. Now, this would be really cute embroidered in black and white. So let's see what this looks like. I'm going to just bring it down to one color, and I'm going to remove the background because I just want the black to be embroidered. So let's convert. And say done. So you can see not even close to what I want. So this detailed, all these little intricate pieces, that's not going to work. You're not going to be able to do that. So let's go back to convert again. And this time let's try the AI. And I'm going to choose this black and white image because that's kind of what it looked like. So let's try that. All right. Yikes. So the black is what's going to embroider. So it kind of flipped it. It interpreted what it thought I wanted, and that is not at all what I wanted. So let's go back. Let's convert again. So that's what the AI is going to look like. And let's bring this up to, let's try 2 with, again, removing the background. Let's see what that does. Done. And it's a big old mess. So this shows you detailed pictures like that aren't going to work. It really needs to be a simple graphic. Let's look at this cute little sad avocado. Let's see how he does. And let's bring down, let's start with 5 again so we can get an idea. We're going to remove the background and we're going to convert. Let's see how this more simplified object works. That looks pretty good. He's pretty cute. He looks sad. He's got some shading here and some shading here. This color I don't love, but that's okay because I can go in and change the color. But I like the sections. All the different sections look good. But just to confirm that, let's tap on it and let's look at the colors. So we have 4 colors here. Let's see what happens if we detail him a little bit more. So let's cancel out of here. And let's give him a couple more color options and let's see what his detail changes to. So we did 5. So let's bring that up to 6. Again, with the background being deleted. Looks the same. I don't see any detail difference between this or this. So let's change it again. Let's bring it up to 7. And it doesn't look too different that way either. So it looks like this is all the detail we're going to get on this. So let's see if we can change these and make them a little more distinct. So this color here, I would like that to be a dark green. That looks better. And then I think I want his little body to be a light green. Let's try that. That looks really good. That's looking really good. Now let's make the pit a more brown color. So now I can see clearly what it's all one color here. I don't love that. So you'll want an image that has more distinction between like the outline and the pit. It saw it as one color. Even though I have 6 or 7 colors, it's still only bringing it down to 4. So again, that may not be enough detail or enough difference in the image to really get what you want. You're going to have to work on that a little bit. So now let's do this one. This doesn't have very many colors. It's a little more detailed. Let's see how this works. Again, let's start with 5 and let's remove the background. Make sure it's set to digitizing and convert. and done. That actually looks really good. I got a lot of good detail here. I'm kind of missing the color here. Those were orange. So let's see if we add another color, if it'll give me that color change. Nope, it's still gray. This does look good. I'm happy with the way this looks. Let's, just to be sure, let's bump it up one more color. Nah, I still didn't get the orange. That's okay though. I do like the way this looks. So you can see you don't always have total control. Now this slider down here is gonna slide it back and show you what your original looks like. You kind of can't see it in the background, but you see how it's changing back to my original, so I can kind of reference what did my original look like. Let's just one more time. Let's try just one more time, just in case I can get those orange. Let's see what happens. Nope, I even lost some details, so that looks even worse. So I'm gonna go back to the 6 and slide it back this way. And done. All right, that is really cute. I'm happy with this. Now, when I embroider this dark gray, it'll probably do this in a section here and then here. So I could watch this and then stop when it goes to here and change the color on my own. Just depends on how it's programmed to do it. It could start with these 2 dark gray ones as well. That's another way you can kind of play around with this. So let's see what this looks like if we use the AI. And I like the black background and I like the color. So I'm gonna choose this one. This one wouldn't do any background, any outlining, but this one will. So let's try that and let's see what this looks like when I let AI interpret what it thinks my image is. And done. That's not bad. I lost the official VW. That's something AI does. It cleaned it up here. So this is a clean file. This looks good as far as clean lines, but I don't like it as much. I really like my official VW there. So I'm gonna turn that off and I'm gonna go back to 5. Oh, at 6 is actually what it was. And do my convert again. And say done. This is my favorite. This is actually the first car I ever owned, and that looks like my car. So there we go. I'm gonna save that. And let's save it as VW bus. And save. This would make a really cute embroidered patch, like an iron-on patch. And then let's cancel and my creations, and there it is right there. It tells me the date, the size of the file, just like all the other ones here. You can just keep saving and saving. You can change your colors, you can expand or make it smaller. In here I can go through and change the colors. It'll highlight which one it's showing me as I click on it. So I could change that to maybe a lighter orange, so I can get an idea of what it looks like. So that's cool. And then I can save or I cannot save. So I'm gonna save that change. And that's how you do the image to embroidery. There's also other ways to do it. You do need the subscription for this, and then you can send it straight to your machine using that link there.